Alrighty then. Bonus stream because this is all I want to do with my time. Thank you, Dan, for the 35 months. Appreciate it. I just finished cooking up a bunch of food for the week. Plus, I got my HelloFresh tomorrow. Hashtag sponsored. So that'll keep me full. I made a 2.5-pound Chateaubriand top cut meat. Just 2.5 pounds. Seared it on both sides. Cooked it in the oven at 350 for like 25 minutes. Let it rest. It's nice medium rare. A little on the medium side. Made a gravy with the drippings. And then roasted some asparagus. And that's going to be in the fridge for the week. I also have a bunch of rice in there already cooked. So I am all set. But I haven't been able to stop myself from playing this. So I had to keep playing. I just haven't been able to stop myself. I don't know how. It's the thing I'm thinking of doing when I'm not streaming. So I might as well just stream. I'm probably not even streaming that Explosion. Because I got Tactics Ogre like 2 days later. I was going to play Sonic tomorrow. Good fucking luck with that. Sonic. Speaking of Sonic. Not enough time. That's incredibly strange. Wonder if they'll fix that. Probably will. We're at like 40 hours-ish so far. Moving along, you know. Good pace. Hi, Kiri. Kiri, I don't know what to do. I need to stop, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I have to keep playing. I have to do it. Done spoodle me. I don't know what to do. Well, luckily for you, I'm just looking in my box right now. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Ranikel, thank you for 46 months. No, I finished Chapter 3. Hi, bye. There's no spoilers here yet. There will be in a few minutes, though. Just a big box. That's all I have right now. On screen is my huge box. Yeah, go enjoy that taco spaghetti. Or spaghetti tacos, sorry. Dicks! That's some huge dicks. Scared me. Scared me a little bit there. Yeah, you seem to be enjoying it. And then when I watch other people play it, then I have to play it. I'm doomed. No one's ever ready for dicks. No one's ever quite ready for dicks. Did I finish all my biome stuff? I think I did. Are those full grown? No, they're not. Oh yeah, I already gathered everything. Yeah, good call. I need to do this. I'm trying to not do the story at the moment. I'm trying to prep for something else. Although, when I say I'm not trying to do the story, I'm trying to do the main story. I do have to do the character story. I got my character stories that I need to advance. I finished making something. Oh, wait. Rainbow bean curry soup. I don't remember what town this belonged in. Hello, internets. See? That was easy. Your introduction is built into your name. Makes too much sense. What did I need? I needed more of the peppers. Why did you tell them? Stop. Stop telling on me. What's going on, Anho? Any money-making tips? Cook. cook and get these fuckers going ASAP. Speaking of which, I need to go buy... I need clay! Damn it! Alright, I have to go get clay.
Bye.
We don't need an intervention. Yeah, side quests basically carried all of my cash for the early game. No, Ink. No. I need clay. I can stop anytime I want. I just don't want to. Why should I? No, that's not how it's going. Stop. I don't know if the demo has the day one bug fixes or the day one balance changes. Hopefully, if they were smart, they would have, but I don't know if they did. Because they did a bunch of day one stuff to the full game. Eh, not really. Other than the frame rate, it's not really any different. You don't even have... I like when people are like, oh, the mouse and keyboard is weird. I was like, you mean keyboard? Because there are no mouse controls. It's really just the frame rate. The same reason why you would play a game on... generally play a game on Steam over... over Switch. I got mine early. I got mine a day before the release, and I couldn't get the Steam version a day before release. And once I realized they had done all the bug fixes and patches with this version, I was like, oh, honestly, it plays more than well enough for me to just continue the Switch version. The load speeds aren't even bad on the Switch. The average load time is 2 seconds. The average load time on PC is about 0.3 if you have an SSD. But, you know. I don't know what the Steam Deck load times are, but they should be pretty good. The game doesn't load, yeah. It's like, it like goes black for like a fraction of a second. Yeah, I finished cooking for the night, so I was just like, well, I guess I'm done. Might as well play a game. I made a 2.5-pound Chateaubriand cut of meat. Not a tenderloin. I think it was a top round. Cost me like 20 bucks. Seared it on, you know, salt, pepper, garlic powder, the Guga special. Sear it on both sides and then cook it in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes. Then I took the drippings, put it with some beef stock and made some gravy.
We might have a chance.
And then I roasted some asparagus. And now I've got food in there for like a week. Wow, I haven't gotten any fucking clay. You're killing me, game. It's going very good, Dave. You know what? I'm really impressed with the performance updates they did to the Switch version. I have had a couple of crashes going in and out of Nemea. Well, actually, both my crashes were today, weirdly enough. I hadn't crashed a single time before that, which is unusual for the Switch. I feel like the Switch almost always crashes more than that. Jesus, I cannot get any clay. Oh, I don't have any... Wait, where's my... I guess I can just eat this.
Thank you.
Probably. Yeah, Pokemon will fill that quota tenfold. I crash with Pokemon games so frequently. Yeah, I'm thinking about just getting a new SD card for it. Because I'm willing to bet that's part of the reason. It's probably just an SD card that needs replacing. Oh, whoops. Exit at 420. I didn't get a single thing of clay. There's like a couple more gathering points, but I don't want to spend forever in there. I'll have to go back. Natural pick. Why did I put my berries away? I normally keep a few on me. There we go. Pokemon always has FPS issues. The Switch as a console always has FPS issues. It's like they might as well be part of the motto and the logo. Just put it somewhere in the description of the console. It's like universally just the way that it ends up going. Perish the thought. No, there's no failed elements of the story. The only thing that changes is the crops you can get with the season. And in fact, the changing of the seasons is very important. I won't say why, but it's more important than you think it is. You'll realize that when you get to your first season change. Oh, you actually might not realize it. You might figure it out, though. Wow, I don't have any of those? Okay, the things I have then are for a completely different place. And she's at the Divine Seas Light. She's not here. Alright. Shrika. The Silent Cave. Okay, I went right past her then. Where is she in here? She's literally at the halfway point. Hey, I feel the same way, Pook, and I just had meat, rice, and asparagus. Yeah, Emo can talk. She doesn't meep. I embarrassed her at one point, though, and she just meeped even though she was able to talk. Dude, I like this guy. Look at him. Look at him just inching towards me. Wait, let me make him despawn. Might be able to run past him without getting hit. Nope, he's gonna hit me. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Well, I killed that thing. It died. Black, thanks for the 101 months with the tier 3. Hells to the S. Look, I'm a sage. Anyway. 101 months. Jeebus. I've been waiting. Wiggle time. No, that's just your brain growing stronger. Whoop, whoop. This is where the letter told me to wait. Let's remain vigilant. You're right. I won't let my guard down. So you came after all. I know that voice. Yeah, I knew it was you. I called it. Thersites? What is this about, Sights? Don't tell me you were suddenly overcome with worry. Would you believe me if I did? Unfortunately, I wouldn't. Which can only mean it was you who wrote the letter, wasn't it, Sights? Yep, I'm the anti-mother ringleader. What's your aim? I have one aim. I did everything for Shrika. What did you just say? I created the sect of the Anti-Mother in order to release you from the Order. With the Seaslight Order in ruins, you could quickly rid yourself of it for good. I'm afraid I don't understand. You wanted to free me from the Order. Why would you say that? You and I both follow the Seaslight Order, the Holy Mother. It's all a hoax. It's been burdening you for so long. You risk your life for the Order, and for nothing. Why would you say that? I've known the truth behind the Order for so long. I knew that no religion had any worth. You can tell us about your opinions on religion another time. But answer me now, Sights. Why did you make the sect of the Anti-Mother? Surely you're aware of how much damage they have caused the Holy Capital. Screw the Capital! Sights. The only thing that matters to me is you, Shrika. I named myself the leader of the sect of the Anti-Mother, but the reality is that there is no leader. How can that be? All I did was tell some people the truth behind the Order, as a rumor. Everything that followed was created by those who listened. My only role was giving those who doubted the Holy Mother and the Order a place to go. You mean to say you didn't incite their actions? That's right. Something like the sect of the Anti-Mother was bound to happen sooner or later. Twisting the capital into chaos was that easy. Everyone was just looking for a place to vent. But if you hadn't made it... Happy's right. You may not have had a direct hand in the events that followed, but that doesn't absolve you of any blame. Shrika, open your eyes. Pull at a single thread of the Orders, or any religion's teaching, and it will fall apart so quickly. Humans are idiots. How many times have you and I had to witness firsthand to that truth? I disagree. No matter how difficult things get, humans have the strength to overcome that adversity and move forward. You're wrong. Humans foist their egos onto others, pulling others back to give themselves the illusion of forward momentum. Those who sacrifice themselves for that fallacy cannot be saved. Just like you, Shrika. Pardon? Come with me. Let's leave the Order and start over somewhere else. Living that old cursed life was surely better than living as a human sacrifice for the Order. Let's go back to the way things were. Sights. I'm sorry, Sights. I cannot go with you. But why? Everything I did was for you. Sorry. I cannot agree with your way of thinking. Shrika! As a missionary of the Order, I am placing you under arrest. We will speak more of this later. So that's how it's gonna be. That's a shame. Close your eyes! Remember this, Shrika. When the truth of the Order comes to light, you will regret your decision. He ran away? He's already gone. Must have planned his escape in case I chose not to accept his invitation. I don't know what to say. Sights was pulling the strings the whole time. Here I thought I'd be able to put an end to the Anti-Mother. Are you okay? I'd be lying if I said I were. It's definitely painful. I'll just have to... No, actually. I feel like all the energy has been drained out of me. Excuse me. I'd like to end this today. I need to organize my thoughts. I'll talk to you later, Shrika. I need to go try to get more clay tomorrow. Because I can't upgrade my farm without it. Damn, she's already 6 out of 10 done. I didn't even realize it. Oh, I got her bond. I forgot that I was going to get that from that quest. I can save a return bell and just walk back. This is going to drop me down.
Looks dangerous.
Leave me alone, Fear. I'm just trying to leave. I didn't get any clay today, and I'm upset. Yeah, you better run, bitch. Anyway. I know one of those foods is useful. This is for somewhere else. It's almost quietus. Oh, it's still raining? Damn it. I wanted to go to the farm real quick. I can try waiting and see if it stops. Come on. The animals come out when the rain is done. Please, I need to collect my free money. I need to get the fuck over there. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. This freezes during the winter, I bet. That's all that is. I was like, why can't I get over there? It's either that or it's a drop down, because I can see that it has a pathway. But I might need to blow up the pathway over to the left. Please stop raining. I just want to pick up the free money from my animals. Nice catch. Nice throw. Yeah, there's that. And then level 6 I haven't even been allowed to go to yet. I am live a little late. Well, I finished cooking for the week. Well, that's not true. I have one more thing in there, but that's not cooking. That's one meal in there to cook. And got some veggies to cook, too. Well, my day's almost done, so I might... Said I was feeling sleepy. Do I have enough for one more? Sure do. Alright, last fish. I wish that could happen in real life. You feel sleepy. Although, with my CPAP, that's kind of how it goes. Except it's more like... It's a mask. It just goes... Sucks itself onto my face. Alright, that crab's gonna have to be the last one. Gonna sell all of these, I think. The Argenian is only worth money, so. See, that's the good thing about being addicted to caffeine. I don't have to worry about making that mistake. Just nothing can put me to sleep. Smile. Level 41. Two days until Quietus. Wow, no character quest today? Holy shit. The fucking end times. Maybe it's because it's so close to Quietus. I mean, to be fair, Quietus is kind of the end times. That gives me all the time to go check for the clay.
Hello, little crappies. Feels like Quietus is on its way.
Yeah, I know Quietus is on the way. Stop reminding me.
Hello, little crappies.
Just gonna let all this... I'm gonna have to redo everything soon. I actually need to look and see what crops I have and what crops I can get. Because I need to... I mean, as soon as Quietus is done, I need to replant everything. Alright, I don't need to water that back there. It is indeed quite meaty. But the animals, I need them to love me. Did I not make any fowl feed? I made only the other kind? Okay. Alright, go through all my teleports. My coconuts are back. Tomorrow my watermelon will be done. I'm gonna burn mad stamina doing this. I think my peppers, another one of my peppers is done. No, tomorrow then. I don't want to get the ores. My backpack is full. Full of shit. Alright, let's go. Yeah, all those reviews say they've played for like 3 hours. It's like, interesting.
It's the start of another day.
Wow. Why'd you say it to me like that? I'll be back in 2 days, well. Wild leaves, lumber. Really, I had to start picking all these up again. I really need clay. It won't give me clay. And then tomorrow, I 100% have to take stock of everything. For after Quietus. Because it's fall next. I have a ton of fall stuff. So, I'm not too desperate, but I need to see what I think is going to be worth investing in as quickly as possible.
Do you want to work on the farm today?
I work on the farm every day. I can't stop. Pet my buddy.
Take it easy.
No, I don't. Damn it! I didn't mean to go into Shatola. Well, I went in from here, so it should put me in Hein's room. Yeah. Double tapped A a little quick. I need clay, please. I also need to do some weapon upgrades. I don't think I need to spend too much getting ready for the season change. I actually need to do a couple of other things too, because I think I'm more than well enough prepared for the juices I need for Quietus. Stop. Stop, that's not clay, please. Stop giving me not clay. Don't know why it's being so stingy about the clay.
Well then, shall we begin?
Nope. It tells you in the encyclopedia where to get it. I know that you can get it in more places than the encyclopedia says. But there's at least one other dungeon that can give me clay. But it's only been in dungeons thus far. Bonus. Dude, I came in here earlier and I got like 9 clay. This time it's just been not agreeing with me for whatever reason. Bonus. You're damn right I am. Should probably... Oh, no, that's fine for the most part. I can stop whenever I want. I assure you. Nope, no swinging at me.
We might have a chance if we go for it now.
Oh my god, I got a clay. I need a lot more than the one, but at least I got it. Would it be faster for me to go? It's like the same. I'll just cross here. Yeah, there's at least one other dungeon where I can get clay. I don't think it mentions in the encyclopedia what the other dungeon is, though. Yeah, harvesting area, coral shrine. I know I've gotten it in one other place. I just don't remember where. Oh, 2 clay. I'll take it. See, now that's what I'm talking about.
I'll do my best. We might have a chance.
Another clay.
Go for it now.
No, I'm not going down there, Emo. Relax. I think I need 10. I used 10 on something else. I really should have committed the first 10 to a different thing.
That was a walk in the park.
I think there might be a few more chances over here. There's one other chance right here.
Well, shall we begin? It's over.
Yes, class switching is very... because they all have different cooldowns. So if you're not class switching, then you're victim to the cooldowns of pretty much everything. You just would have to sit there and wait. Sometimes it's not that big a deal, but... And one last clay. I got half the amount of clay I needed. Okay, one other check. No, okay, I'm gonna head to town and fish then.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I've got plenty of room for fish. Because I don't have the rare fish. I'm pretty sure it's from town. I'll go back to the shrine entrance. I think it's practically faster to do... Nope, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go on land. I think it's faster to go on land. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because Heinz... I can teleport away from Heinz' place. Hein, I need one more quest from you, pal. Should do it before Quietus comes back. Alright, give me the rare fish. All these places have one rare fish each. I got the rare fish from one town. I want the rare fish from this town now. The first one was worth 5,000. That's not the rare fish. Please give me rare fish. I beg for rare fish. Although, I don't know if the rare fish are seasonal. So it's possible that the other rare fish is not even here at the moment. But I also have a spare day and I already got all my clay out of the way. Lets the time pass a little bit faster to get to Quietus also. Then I'm on to fall. I think everything I've got tucked away. No, some of it's for winter. I'm just trying to think. I already planted some things in advance of fall because I know I'm going to need them. I kind of want to plant more of them, but they're pretty fucking expensive. Can you please give me not memoriams, for the love of God? Can you give me the grouper? If you're going to give me shit I don't need, give me the grouper. I think the grouper sells for like 120 a piece. Be kind to me, game. Oh. Oh. Come on. There you go. What did I say about it? Why you gotta do this to me, Shady? It's all your fault. There you go, super grouper. That one was high quality too. It's gonna be worth 150. Yeah, the grouper didn't like that sound, so he jumped up. Don't need it. Well, actually, that's not true. There's a few recipes that need rosy seed reams. I think I have enough for all those recipes, though. Please, please give me the thing that I need. I need it so bad. I'm trying to think. So other than clay, I just need money. Super grouper again. I need a lot of money. That's why the fish would be nice. The fish are worth so fucking much. Yeah, because I have a farm upgrade. I have my pen upgrades for my animals. And then I have... Oh, then I have all my weapon upgrades I need to do. You're not the right one. Oh, actually, real quick. Summer definitely seasonal locked. Like when I came over to summer, I started catching a few new fish. But I don't know which ones are and aren't. I just have to fish until I figure it out. No, I don't. You know, that's not enough things. I need coffee to make some of those things. I mean, fishing is nice early. I definitely used it for the first bundles of cash that I needed to get off the ground. But in terms of making money compared to other things, no. If you ever just have downtime, I suppose it's a good thing to do. But cooking is where most of the money is. Cooking and like actual objectives, like quests and turn-ins. Because the super groupers are the money-making fish in this town. And they're worth like 120 a piece. Like, yeah, if you catch a bunch of them in a day, that's nice, but I can make that much in just a few dishes. Octopus Traveler sells pretty well also. Used as part of recipes, though, so not a great sale. Which cat is that? Hey, Aloha. Yeah, there's fruit right there. Chomp away, pal. There we go. You're not the rare... I don't even know. Oh, no. This one's the Siren something for the rare fish. I'd have to go talk to the Sahagin again. I caught the Ice Fairy in like 4 attempts. I'm beyond ready for Octopath 2. If there was another game that I would cryogenically freeze myself for that isn't 16, it would be Octopath 2. Wrong fish. Nice size on that fish, though. Nice. Hello, how you throwing a fit? Oh no, you're just chomping. Wrong fish! No, just for records. It was literally a nice size, though. That one was also close to nice. Yeah, once you get the Sahagin, it increases your fishing skill. That's fishing knowledge, too. Might be a fishing knowledge from one of the food turn-ins also, but I haven't seen that one yet if there is one. I got mining and gathering knowledge from those anyway. You're all the wrong ones. Why won't you just give me the rare fish? There's gonna be some rare fish that can only be caught between like 11 p.m. and like midnight. Some weird shit like that. You have to like cast your line after a certain time. I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, that one was fast. Alright, I have enough time for one more. In theory. Be a quick one, please. Don't tease me like this. Come on. Okay, there you go. None of the ones I needed. This game came out on Friday. I should have enough time to quickly put those fish in the box. I've just been selling... Well, I should keep the sea breams, perhaps. Just because I don't have very many of them. I don't have very many memoriams either. Wait, it's not raining. It's not raining. All right, never mind. That was yesterday. Okay, let me go inside before I pass the fuck out. It's more like ruined. Yeah, that's as people have played that have told me. Okay, day 30 is a very important day. Damn, those splendid horns sold super well. 1 days until quietus. Hind sent me a letter. Okay. Is he the only one? If he's the only one, that would actually be ideal. So I only have one person to visit. Nope. Estina. Oh, it's Estina's last quest, too. Oh my god, they all sent them to me. Braka, Shrika. Okay, but 2 of them, it's their last quest, so that's fine. Azel. I think this is Azel's last quest, actually. I think I have 3 people who are, like, on the cusp of being done. I do not mind coming to the orphanage. Gonna be a lot of cutscenes today. And it's all gonna culminate.
Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Quietus will be here soon.
I know it'll be here soon. It'll be here tomorrow. I know that. All this stuff is gonna die. All dead. Okay? I get it. Might as well get a few more. Got one more stack of that. Oh, I didn't mean to... God damn it, I need another lemon. Try to reach for the one past it.
Got some crops begging to be harvested.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, they're in the other spots. Alright, watermelon's looking nice and thick. Thank you. That was 4 watermelons. You're full of shit. I want the other 3 watermelons back. There were clearly 4 watermelons in that patch. I've been had. And I don't like it. Sedora peppers. Oh, those actually were finished today, too, so that's extra nice. Alright, day before quietus. I'm going to leave the old well. I'm actually going to... Let me go see the name of that fish again. Jejun trout, monotimon, cardinal goldfish, Aurelian, siren's servant. That's the one I was looking for. This is the only one I've caught, was the ice fairy. Yeah, the biomes take a pretty long time to open up, though. So it can be a bit rough. Okay. Gotta pet them all. By the way, I need the clay because I need to expand this so I can have more than 3. I think a new one came out not long ago. I think they were remaking 3? Is that what I remember? Or like re-releasing 3 or something? It sounds correct. Chili Pollock and Roblini. Bite-sized savory pancakes topped with smoky chili pollock and red leaf or other herbs of your choice. I mean, they're not going to do any more customization. One of the big things with the customization is on this menu, your character art on this menu matches your actual character appearance. So it changes like the hair color and everything. Okay, I need to take stock of what needs to happen today. Because it's very important that I be ready. Okay, I have 27 potatoes for tomorrow. 6 unit onions. Royal eggplants. Ready to harvest in 7 days. Harvestable repeatedly. I need more eggplant. That's the thing. Rainbow beans, harvested repeatedly. Tinkle radish, can't use it, can't use it, can't use it, can't use it. I can use it, I can use it, can't use it. Okay, and I've already got the trees planted. So it's actually looking like a pretty strong start. More potatoes might not be a bad idea. Okay, so another thing is my shop is going to have it. Leith is going to change their what's it called to have it. But the fall stuff. I have a few towns to visit today. I'm finishing three and a whole character. So Nemea, Argene, Shatola, Argene. Okay, let's do Nemea first.
Bye-bye.
The shop, I think, opens at 8 a.m. So I can check. This should be all spring stuff, but I'll still check it first. Good evening, Dominic. Spring, summer, and fall nectar cane. Tomatoes are done. I have hundreds of tomatoes. I don't know. There's no way of knowing that. Alright, quest number 1 for the day. Istina's final quest. She'll be maxed out now. Best girl over here. Good to see you, Happy. It feels like it's been ages since we last had a chance to catch up. Does it? I don't think so. Oh, it's just me then. Anyway, Happy, decided to take up the head teacher position. It's great to see you made up your mind. Yeah, never believed in myself. My past is etched with sins, and the path I walked tainted with blood. I didn't think I knew a parent's love, or how to love like a parent, so I didn't think I was worthy to take responsibility for these kids' futures. But now you know those things. Yes, well, and no. Fact is, I've always known those things deep down. Because I was too scared to face my past, I never realized it. I can see things differently now. My past is nothing to be proud of. But I've realized that it had some warm moments. Like what? Just little things. For example, I remember the reason I came to love reading so much was because of the books the chief gave me. So, thought I might be able to make small differences like that in the children's lives too. Happy. I love this orphanage and the kids that live here. I wish for all of them to be happy. No, I'm happy. You just said my name. I'd do anything for them if it might achieve that. What if I'm focused on now? Is making sure that those kids have a better childhood than I did. It's because I've come from somewhere so dark that I can spot even the tiniest glimmer of light. And you're not alone in this. I know. Now I can finally repay them. Rosne? I do owe her a lot, but I'm talking about someone else. I wanted to repay the head teacher. They gladly welcomed me when I had just run away from the gang and was completely lost in the world. I've always wanted to repay them for that somehow. But I was never quite sure how I could. Now all this time has passed and I still haven't done anything. Couldn't think of a better repayment. Well, I don't know about that, but it's the best I could do for them. Miss Istina! What is it, you two? What do you mean, what is it? You said you'd take us into town on an adventure. We're all waiting for you outside. Oh yeah, I was talking to Happy and completely forgot. It's nice that you two are friends, but you made plans with us first. You're right, I did. Sorry, kids. I'll come and join you in a few minutes, okay? Hey, but hurry up, Miss Istina. We've been waiting ages already. See you outside, Miss Istina. Sorry, I've got to go. Have fun on your adventure. Thanks. I'm going to enjoy this trip with them. Well then. Oh, one more thing before I go. Just because I'm becoming the head teacher now doesn't mean our work together is over. There are so many places out there where people still live in the shadows. I want to take in kids from those places so they don't end up how I was, regretting my past. So I will keep fighting. Not as the shadow assassin, but as someone who walks side by side with my shadow. That's all. Bye for now. I'll see you in battle, Istina. I will see you forthwith. 20% critical hit rate. Oh. Thank you, Istina. I was really just in it for the crit rate. Always in it for the crit. Hazel, I heard what you did. They say you saved the town from all those monsters that kept appearing. It's a nice feeling safe again to set foot outside the front door. We knew we could count on you. Nothing makes me happier than knowing the townsfolk feel safe. Hey, loosen up a little and accept the compliment, will ya? You're allowed to revel in the moment. Ah, Happy. I'm sorry, but I've got an appointment to keep with my friend. No worries. See you next time you're doing the rounds. If you're ever in need of an ear, you know you can come to me, eh? Thank you for waiting. Hope I wasn't interrupting anything. No, don't worry. We were just chatting. I almost forgot. Since you came all this way, why don't we head up to the observation deck? Not because I don't want anyone listening in on our conversations. I just really like the view. I also like the view. Minus the giant dragon's nest that sprouted atop that area. I got a letter from Mrhappy the other day. She said she was heading towards the sea, although she seems happy just traveling around without a destination. Wonder if she'll ever come back. Good question. I always have the feeling she'll pop up out of the blue. But she's walking her own path now, which means it's about time I did too. I've been worried all this time about whether I have the strength to protect this world that Tiela loves so much, like I promised. What Mrhappy said was right on the mark. I wanted strength. Immense power strong enough to protect everything we hold dear. I always thought I wasn't strong enough to do it. You need power to protect what you love. That is true. My way of thinking hasn't changed at all. But I noticed something. I can save the world around me, but the extent of my reach is still so small. But I can extend that range over time. Figured it out during that back and forth with Mrhappy. If that's what I focus on, then I can increase the amount I can protect bit by bit. I think that's what it will take to keep my promise to Tiela. To save the world just like you do. Slow and steady. Even if I can only do one thing at a time by myself, I still won't give up trying. I will do what I can to protect as much of this world as possible. And I'll be here to help you. Thank you. For now, I'm going to keep working with the Argus Brigade to look after this town. So many memories I've made with all the different people here after all. Happy. Took a lot of different experiences to get me to where I am now. Which is why I think each of them has meaning. Meeting Tiela, meeting Mrhappy, not to mention you and Estina. Parting with Tiela, and the promise I made to her. I accept who I am for what I am. One day I'll bloom just as brilliantly as this cherry blossom tree. There's meaning behind everything I've been through to get to this point. I hope you'll keep fighting alongside me until that day comes. Journey's End. We're maxed out, Hazel. Stats! And then I'll max out Hind today, and he'll be done. Oh, there's loot. Never noticed this. Tomatoes. Too late. I mean, I doubt it, Dominic. It could happen, but I doubt it. I think they would reserve tribal quests for not Charlian, because they're not a tribe. Okay, so next is Shatola. I won't do the story advancement until the ads are done. But I can still do this. Which one of these? Okay, tacos I can bring with me tomorrow. Queso. Where? Where is the cheese?
Bye-bye.
Show me the cheese. I'm going to take care of all the cutscenes first, and then I'm going to go try to get the rest of that clay. It's only 10 a.m. so far, so I might just make it. Where's the cheese sauce? Where is it? I can make a delicious cheese sauce. It's an egg-based cheese sauce. And now I wait until the ads are done. Before I was just running around. This time I can stop. Why? Why so hungry? I've been doing a lot of cooking the last few days. The last couple weeks, actually. Been doing a once-a-week grocery trip. And just mass-producing food. Still have a pork chop in there. Probably cook that tomorrow for dinner. I made a giant batch of rice. Just sticky rice. And in the mornings, I just do a small scoop into a bowl. And then I just cook an egg and put it over it. I think tomorrow I'll like super heat up the rice and just scramble the egg with the rice. Because I have pasteurized eggs. I just don't really trust American pasteurized eggs. But if I soft scramble it with the rice, kind of, it should be okay. If I just like break it into like piping hot rice and just like quickly mix it in. That should do the trick. Well, we have a little one egg frying pan like this. So whenever I just want an egg, I just crack an egg into that and eat it over something else. No, trees do not die at the end of a season. There we go. Dried seaweed. Yeah, see, that's good. That's good stuff right there. All right, now for Heinz quest. No problem. That's what I do. Now let me close my door. Happy. Thank you for coming. I just finished with the preparations for my next presentation. Now we just wait for the children. It's really nice to have us, come on. Speaking of which, I think it's about time they... Hello, Mr. Hine. We came because you said you had more cool stuff to show us. Can't wait to see it. Thank you for coming. Finished getting ready, so let's jump right in, shall we? We're going to actually take them to the bottom of the ocean this time. Ready? Let's begin. What are you going to show us today? I'm afraid I'm not here to showcase any new invention. So what are you going to do? Ben and I are here to regale you with the tale of adventure. Adventure! Now you're talking. It all began with a submarine. Its name was the Fiasola. Happy and I set out on a journey in the Fiasola, all the way to the ocean floor, in search of a place that could only be found in the deep sea. There we found another submarine that belonged to adventurers like us, who had been searching the ocean floor. Wow, did you go inside? What was in it? Inside was a ship's log, left behind by the former crew. We used the log to guide us as we dove even deeper, in search of our destination. Oh, what's that? Oh, thank you.
It was drama because, like...
I'm live, just so you know.
I know.
Okay.
The insurers hadn't approved it.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not going to wait a few days.
Right.
Just tell me how much it costs.
Mm.
And the guy was like, really? And I was like, yes.
Please, for the love of God, you don't understand.
I slept in fucking 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Whatever it costs, I will pay it.
Yeah. Mel got me pumpkin-shaped Reese's, and in case you didn't know, it is a true fact that all Reese's that are shaped like something other than a Reese's cup taste better than a Reese's cup. And if you disagree, you're wrong. All right. Back to the story at hand. Until finally, we arrived. And what we found there will shock and astound you. Oh, for anyone who missed it, I guess he's going to finish telling the story, but... Down there, where no one else had been said to tread, was a flag stuck firmly in the ground, which means, children, that we were not the first to find such a place. You think somebody else put it there? Do you think people live on the bottom of the sea? Don't be stupid. How would they breathe? Sadly, we were never able to learn who... I know who placed the flag. But I can say for certain, whoever did must have been thinking they'd finally made it. That they did what nobody else had ever been able to do. No one? No one ever? They can all surpass our limitations. Our limitations? That's right. The flag was a reminder that as long as we never give up, we can achieve the impossible. Does that mean I can grow up to be a great fisherman like my dad? Fisherman, and yes, never give up on your dreams and you can achieve anything. What about me? Can I become a pretty princess one day? Absolutely. You have great many possibilities hidden deep down. I want to fly all the way to the stars. Think I could do that, Mr. Hine? You can, most definitely. Humans made it to the bottom of the sea. It won't be long before we claim the skies as well. Whoa. But first you'll need to seize the stars closest to your heart. How do I do that? Easy. You learn how to woo the lady folk. Yes, there are hundreds of beautiful, glistening stars all across the land, just waiting for you to seize the moment. I don't care about girls. So, a little bit more of a background. He found a flag at the bottom of the ocean. It was the American flag. And he found an astronaut suit down there as well. Which implies we're on Earth's moon. And when I say it was an American flag, I mean it was literally the American flag. Not like a sort of flag. Like, it was the American flag. Also, this is a side quest. As a reminder, not the main story. This is a side quest. You think it went well, then I'll consider it a great success. Say, do you think I've gotten closer to Fiasola's legacy? I think you've surpassed it. Hi, Ivy. I wouldn't go that far. I clearly have a long way to go. I think this is something that Fiasola really wanted to do. Opening doors for the generations to come. She never wished for new worlds, nor did she strive to be a technological innovator. No, chances are the people who planted the flag are cut from the very same cloth. Do you think we can do it too? What's to say we haven't already? Someday, people will make discoveries that surpass anything we or Fiasola ever envisioned. Before long, they too will entrust their dreams to the next generation, just like we are. Generation after generation, until eventually someone achieves the very impossible. It all begins with one small step, and enough steps will one day lead to one giant leap. Okay, so in case you weren't sure about the moon analogy that was happening right now, hello? If it wasn't spelled out for you already, that should spell it out. Forgive me. I have a habit of waxing poetic about the future. The future is coming, you know. You're right. Mr. Hine! What's this? I told everyone about your story and now they all want to hear it themselves. Oh dear, my day's about to get much busier. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to regale the children with more wondrous tales from the future. I'll see you again soon. Next time, I'll treat you to a meal. Mr. Hine, come on! Yes, I'm on my way. Fiasola, I want to believe you're still out there. Oh, okay, I don't need to... There. They whipped back to it. In case you didn't believe me. Literally the American flag. I mean, it's going for historical accuracy. If we're on the moon, it has to be the American flag. It means we're on the moon. Well, we know also that most of this world is a fabrication of imagination. So, good chance that literally none of this is real. It's a good chance that no one is actually alive on this planet. And that it's all imaginary. Yeah, no big deal. Is this actually a horror game? It might be. There's a lot of death in this game. There's a lot of death. Like an obscene amount of death. You know how many people have died and or been almost killed so far? Like 50. At least. Happy, will you ever get tired of bothering me? I heard you've been acting strange. Strange, huh? I don't know what you think you were expecting, but if it was to find me at death's door, then I'm sorry to disappoint you. You look bored. Yeah, you could say that. In all my life on this planet, I think this might be the first time I've ever experienced boredom. What? Is it really that bizarre seeing me with nothing to do? Is this because of Amadeus? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. With Amadeus dead and out of the way, I don't feel like doing anything else. Strange, isn't it? After dedicating my entire life to getting revenge, this is what I've become the minute I find out he's dead. So about Amadeus, why did I want revenge all this time? That's what you want to ask, right? I'm warning you, though. It's not a feel-good kind of story. What did I tell you? It's happened. I mean, I already knew what his story is, but still. Not like that would stop you from pressing the subject, huh? So I was born in a real small village. Not much different from the settlement we were at before. Everyone in the village was family. It was just that kind of place. A place filled with warmth. And it was a lot of fun, too. My childhood friend, Claude, the chief's daughter, Ina, the twins, Lot and Tori, my big brother, Badol, taught me how to hunt. We were all really close. I thought a life like ours would last forever. But everyone died. Amadeus and Kierkegaard made sure of that when they attacked our home. And that's why you want revenge. By the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. My house, my parents, my friends, those bastards devoured them all. Except for me. Only I survived. The mercenaries hell-bent on hunting the Hallowed turned up in the village. They were able to wound Kierkegaard, force him to flee the village alongside Amadeus. You were the only one they saved. What, you missed that part? I told you I was the only survivor. I kept asking myself, why? I couldn't get it out of my head. Why was I the only one left? The next thing to fill my head was revenge and how I was going to get it. You know what came after that? I became a mercenary and dedicated my life to hunting those bastards. That's why you became a mercenary. I already told you. It was the only path I could take. I was never schooled, I had no skills. There wasn't anywhere else a homeless brat like me could turn. To be fair, I didn't really put much thought into it. I just needed money and power. Quick. So what will you do now? Good question. I can't chase Amadeus anymore. What do you think I should do? What's left for a guy with nothing left after his dream of revenge has been snatched away from him? I'm lost. What the hell should I do now? What is there to live for? What is left? It's not all lost. I'll help you find a new purpose. You think there's one out there for me? You can rely on me. Now more than ever. What could it hurt? Yes, give me stats. And finally, Shrika. And then I can go try to get clay before Quietus. Oh, I should check the general store real quick. See if there's any fall and winter things that I could buy here. Lum potatoes, I have plenty of. More Sidor seeds isn't a bad idea. I have 6 seeds. They harvest multiple times, but given the season, it might not be a bad idea. I have 3 of these seeds as well. You know, it's not too bad, actually. I'm going to leave those. Yeah, I think I get, like, that's like 18 Sidor peppers, and I don't really know what else to do with them other than a couple of things I can make. I mean, I've had plenty of games consume me like this. I remember how quick I finished Valkyrie Elysium and Diofield. Oh, Shrika! My Seraph Prodigy. Happy, thank you for coming. Sides hasn't shown himself once within the temple since the incident. Does he intend to hide like this after revealing who he really was, I wonder? Do any of the other priests know? No, I haven't spoken to anyone about it. I know I'm only keeping this to myself out of my selfish self-interests, but I'm finding it difficult to digest. Besides, I try to imagine what chaos will unfold once word gets out. That Sides was the anti-mother mastermind. We'll just have to catch him then. I think you're right. We can't let this reach the rest of the order just yet. Let's deal with this ourselves and see if we can't find Sides for now. Can be quite high, Iska, if you want it to be. Before he reveals himself to anyone besides us. There'll be no need for that. Sides. Since some kind soul hasn't told the world about me yet, I was able to slip back into the temple unimpeded. You have some nerve. Why are you here? I want to show you the darkness behind the door that doesn't open. Excuse me? This way. The darkness... No, enough riddles. Come if you want to know the truth behind the order. Wait, Sides! Let's catch up with him. Naturally. Naturally. Sides is nothing if not honest. We need to catch up with him. It's unlocked. Let's go. You had the key this whole time? I found it after the issue with Kierkegaard was resolved. At that time, the only priests who could move freely were you, me, and a select few others. Just enough for me to do my own research into the Order's dark side. But when did you find the time? With your help, I was able to learn truths I never needed to know. Follow me. What's this doing here? Just a big-ass cave behind a door. I feel like I'm in over my head here. Are we going underground? We're already underground. Nice, DJ. If this is all it takes to surprise you, then you're in trouble. This is it. We're going inside. Is it the same one as the one in the Divine Seaslight Cave? This is the darkness behind the door that doesn't open. The truth behind the Seaslight Order. What do you mean? What you see before you is the founder of the Seaslight Order. The Holy Mother herself. That's ridiculous. I don't think they believe me. Alright, Mother. Maybe you should tell them. Understood. I am the artificial intelligence, Sophia. You may know me by my UI persona, Holy Mother. You really the Holy Mother? Affirmative. Mother, tell them what you told me about the origins of the Order. Understood. What about its origins? Approximately 1,000 years ago, I arrived on this planet following an unexplained incident. It was there that I met those who inhabited this Earth, your ancestors. Before we were... Yeah, 1,000 years ago would be before we were born. The Holy Mother came to be that long ago? The humans inhabited the Earth were savages, bent on repetitive war and pillage. I deduced that on its current trajectory, humanity was moving towards extinction. As a means of evading such a future, I gifted humanity with discipline and adopted the role of a moderator. Discipline? The Seaslight Order scripture, the general texts. I created the prototype at this time. You created it? The general texts were created using data from the lost Gaia that references a variety of religions. The result was people achieving a level of discipline that I am able to moderate. This subsequently laid the foundation of the Seaslight Order, and I as its Holy Mother. Therefore, thereafter, for many years I have bestowed the people with... That's enough of that. Do you see now, Shrika? This is the truth. Yep, it is almost certainly Lost Gaia being the planet Earth that was left behind. I mean, literally the dungeon that I'm doing as part of the MSQ right now is a moon base, so... We've been ruled over by this statue from the very beginning. The Seaslight Order, the scripture, the teachings. Humans are just convenient tools for it to assert control. The legend of the Seraph, all a joke. All of it cobbled together out of stories from a previous age. Doesn't that make you angry? To have your purest beliefs trampled on by your beloved Holy Mother? Do you still intend to continue with the Order now that you know the truth? Shrika! Humans were being tricked all along. Happy. Nobody is as steadfast in their beliefs as you. To have them pierced like this must cause you no small amount of anguish. I'll give you time. Think about it as much as you need. Then I'd like your earnest answer to my previous invitation. What do you want to do? Cides, I need you to join my party, pal. But I really want some time to myself right now. Cides suggested I'd like to try and think on this alone. I'm going to go home. I will contact you again soon. More stats. So while it's on my mind, I remember reading, I think it was in Kiri's chat, that somebody said, I think they said they were getting Demon Slayer vibes from the soundtrack to this game. And I think it was Demon Slayer at the very least. And apparently, if I'm remembering the correct anime and the correct name they were referring to, that is the composer to this game. that is indeed the composer. I'd have to double check to make sure it was Demon Slayer. But I'm almost certain I'm remembering that correctly. Okay, those are all those cutscenes for the day. Shrika's almost done. She's at 7 out of 10. I can't worry about that for tomorrow, because tomorrow is Quietus, which is why getting this clay would be very nice. No, I have a feeling you're not the only one. There's been a lot of Nier vibes since the early parts of the game. Well, better check their IMDb then to fact check me on that, Ink. Because I don't watch anime, so it's not like I would know. But I know a lot of people know anime, so they find it fascinating. Demon Slayer, there you go. It is a very good soundtrack. Give me clay. Give me... That's not clay. Neither of those things are clay. I can't make clay out of them. They're not clay. Why would you do this? By the way, if you thought things weren't weird enough, just wait till Quietus comes around. The weird part hasn't even begun yet.
I'll do my best. Well, running away is one task.
Although, I don't know if I'll get any cutscenes like I did for the first Quietus. Which may make it a little more ambiguous. Yeah, the Pilgrim class is pretty cool. Well, there you go, Gamria. Yeah, I can always trust Twitch chat to do the research, so I don't have to. I just have to convey a mildly accurate statement. That's the beauty of it. I just have to get you on the right track. This is the last day of summer. Mm-hmm. Summer is the second season. Hey, you guys like machinist animations, by the way? Clean shot. There you go.
I'm going in carefully.
Istana. You know what's funny? One of the classes is also... There's actually two machinist classes. The other one is you use the Automaton Queen as a weapon. It's like you use the Pile Bunker as the weapon. That was the first machinist class. It just looks like you're carrying around the fucking tool the entire time. That's actually one of my favorite classes. But the other classes have been much easier to play because they have a little bit of range. I got clay. I only need 4 more because I didn't get jack shit. I think there's only 2 more gathering points. I mean, to be fair, have you seen what the standing stance looks like for the regular sword? It's lightning's. It's lightning's standing stance. I don't have that class equipped right now, but the base standing for the sword is lightning's stance. It certainly is. It is impossible to not see it. It's like everyone knows. Like it'd be like if somebody had a two-handed sword and they held it like Cloud, you know? It's one of those, if you recognize it, you can't not see it. Alright, while those ads are running, I can still just look for the other thing.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you know what? Let me just teleport. It'll save time. I mean, look at the zone lines between each of the zones. Look at them. I mean, Not, I guess dotted lines aren't that uncommon, but you know. It's pretty specific, yeah. You want to see something cool? You want to see the most over-the-top anime shit you've ever seen? What am I enjoying most? The whole thing. It's very story-driven. Okay, I'm gonna... I think I returned Bell. Alright. Time for the really fucky day. Do I want to cook anything? Do I have, like, a ton of ingredients for anything? I do, for ketchup omelets. This is physical attack. It's probably not a bad idea to make a few more of these for tomorrow. Probably made their own version. They're not the same engine or anything, so... doesn't really translate over well. Oh, let me do my inventory before tomorrow. I need a lot of inventory space open, but I also need a decent amount of inventory space. I need to use some as well. I think I forego some of these foods and just bring the ketchup omelets and then a bunch of drinks. I've got more drinks being made. Also, add combo to normal attack. Well, that seems pretty cool. It's going to be a lot of points to get to that, but still. All right, let the weird shit commence. All right, we got to be quick. The animals won't be out, but I can still collect this stuff. Welcome to the season of death. Oh, you're about to see what happens. Trust me when I say, you'll see. The withered crops you can sell. They're worth a little more money. You see a light shining at the bottom of the well. Jump in? Absolutely. Welcome to Palace of the Dead. Known as Caranoid. There's wells inside my wells.
Thank you. I'll do my best.
Must get the chaos. Which well? Still 2 more wells to check. Quietus occurs between every season. Yeah, I'm picking up all the chaos stuff. Looks like a free floor. Oh no, it's just a donut. I got milk. I got cave milk. Love cave milk. And yes, you can fish inside of the end of the world.
I'll do my best.
That was a walk in the park.
Cave milk. This is like the 40-ish hour mark. God damn it. This time I'm not as afraid of Quietus like I was last time, where I didn't understand any of this stuff. I mean, that well looked pretty cool. Wind Reader Feather. There are some floors that don't just give you a bunch of wells either. There's some floors where you have to navigate around fear to get out. And then you got floors like this.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, Quietus only lasts for 1 day. So everything between Quietus seasons is essentially you getting ready for Quietus. These are weak to gun. Let me just make sure I have this equipped.
I'll do my best.
This does piercing damage, so I might be able to, if they can just tank it, just kind of power through while I'm in the corner. Alright, let's kill him. Ow. Oh, I should have aimed for the guy behind him. Yeah, fortunately, Istina is taking all the aggro here. Alright.
I appreciate it.
Hey, what's going on, One Wing? And thanks for the 10 months. I've loved this game so far. Alright, that's the 15th floor one. Can drink another. I should eat... I'll wait till I'm missing more health again. I still have stamina to spare. The more I've played it, the more I've fallen into the rabbit hole of not being able to stop playing it. Chaos Gem. Good thing I have the Chaos Cleaners. Yeah, I wonder if I can... I don't know. The final few floors might be kind of scary, but the EXP might be worth it. If I do try to do 21 to 25. Because I'm getting lucky on my well choices. I haven't gotten any fear floors yet. Alright. Wait, we're out of combat, Istina. You should be fine now. Get up, Istina. Oh no. I need you to come back. Oh yeah, they return after a set period of... Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, we're outside of battle. She should be fine. Even these things are already level 40. Yeah, I suspect the leveling is going to take a while. I'd assume the Chaos Cleaners do dry cleaning. Oh, here we go. Fear floor. Okay, yeah, because these fear monsters will rip my health bar to shreds if they catch me. The biggest concern is this, is trying to make sure I pull them back. Because I don't want to have to fight these in the middle of fear monsters. Yeah, because I'm only level 41, so these things do not mess around. I'm actually kind of worried about the boss floor. I'm going to have to burn through quite the resources. I was actually kind of hoping to blitz past these. Zombie mushroom. Yeah, because the dot is murdering my team. Oh, look, a fishing point. Wait for it to go past. Wait for it to go past. It's level 52. I don't want that. Okay, what can we catch at the end of the world? Hurry, before it comes back around. Come on. Fish. 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 Please, it's on its... There we go. Venom clam. Alright, I already have one of those. If it's monsters, I gotta back off. Okay, it's not. Should be a boss floor then. Oh, great. It's one of those things. It's probably a pretty high level, too. It's 3 of those things. Never mind. Well, Sage is what they're weak to,
This
so.
one looks strong. You want to try a break? Let's double down on them.
Alright, I need to zerg these things down because they're healing.
I appreciate it.
Please, I need that one dead. Luckily, I have all the weaknesses against these things. It honestly reminds me more of Aurelia as a ex-League player. I thought Sage when I first saw them, but then when I played them, I was like, oh. Okay, I don't think it's safe trying to do another set of 5 floors. What I do think is safe, fishing. Listen, sometimes you just gotta fish at the end of the world. Alright? And we get 1 chance a month to fish here. That and the monsters are about to be a much higher level than me. Stop giving me the venom clams. Give me something else. It's time for a little fish. Come on. Come on, we can do it. Come on. Come on, fish. Come on. Fish. 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 Yeah, that's true. But I could also get more fish. That's not the fish I wanted. I'm hoping there's a rare fish that only spawns in here during Quietus. This is the only way I can access this place, so... If there's a rare fish, I'd rather catch that one. Like the rainbow fish that I know is one of the rare ones. Good, hopefully you can sleep through the night then. Instead of waking yourself up with the coughing. Fish? Fish, please be faster. I can catch more fish if you go faster. Probably would have. Fish, please. Please, fish. I'm getting all... go back to the venom clams. Go back to the clams. Not the other ones. Oh, that's good. That's a start. Okay, back to the clams. It's possible. I fished in the deeper layers before, and I didn't see any difference. But it's hard to know because I didn't stay in fish for like a prolonged period of time. I forget which layers had fishing. I think it was layer like 8. No, I think it was layer like 2, 3, 8, and then whatever 17 or 18 was. I think it was actually 19 with the fear. Messing with Sly's always fun. Please give me something else. Either give me the clams or give me something I haven't gotten before. Is there anything else I need to do during... Oh! There is... Yes, there is something I still need to do during Quietus. There's a few plants that are withered. that I haven't gathered. I can do that after Quietus, but I should do it before, just so I can sell. I have to do a bunch of farming tomorrow. Well, at least I'll have plenty of clams for that recipe. Please, I want to see a different fish. Clams aren't even a fish. That doesn't count. I'm trying to think. I guess I should actually prep my inventory also before the start of the day. All that stuff happens when the clock is frozen, though. Because I gotta get moving on fall stuff. I think my trees still need another day or two, my fall trees, before they'll be fully matured. Alright. I am going to turn home, get out of the well. Keep the venin clams. I hate saying venin. It's not a venom clam. It is a venin clam. 5 black pearls, 10 star crystals. Oh, I just realized. Those are not what I want to do with those. I want to sell. Well, I guess technically what I do want to do is this. Alright, and then onions, potatoes, eggplants, rainbow, fall, fall. And then this is where I wanted to go over here. Much addiction. I don't know what you're talking about. I can stop whenever I want. Because I don't want to stop, I'm addicted. That's fucked up. That's messed up, man. It's gotta be that way. Why can't it be the other way? Oh, I can actually use my chaos cleaners. Get rid of my polluted earths first. You know what else I could technically do? I could till the land now. Some of it will be untilled tomorrow, but it might save me a little bit of time. I know I feel sleepy. Shut up. Yeah, tilling the land in advance isn't a bad idea. I only have like a minute and a half to do it, though. It'd be funny if I just died out here in the sparkles. I get warned repeatedly not to step outside during this stuff. Which it feels like is a debate to try to make it so you don't discover the dungeon. She's like, do not leave these walls. But if you do venture outside the walls, then you get this. won't be able to till all the land, but this is a pretty decent chunk. It's not like I don't think I'm even going to use all the land tomorrow anyway. I don't know how much of it will untill either. Alright, I'll just finish this half. What, no mail during quietus? Why not? Toronto just chilling inside. Not like I can make anything right now. I would run out of time if I tried to make anything. Oh, look, Van and Clam Miso Soup. I can make clam miso soup. I love it. Wow, that only got me the 1 level. Jesus. These black pearls are worth money, though. That's worth the star crystals. Autumn Chill. Dude, is this a lo-fi channel? Clear 20 floors of Caranoid. Why do you care so much about how much Caranoid? New fall products. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, all of these letters are final letters from all of them. Yeah, it's been out since Friday. Oh, man, so many of them became untilled. Barely even saved any time, if that's the case. Yeah, those are still going to need another day. Alright, potato time. Oh, let me plant these first 3 like normal, and then...
Take this. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. Let's get started. Take this. Hiya. Take this. Hiya. Take that. Got some crops begging to be harvested.
Listen, be quiet. I'm busy. Stop telling me about the crops that are ready to be harvested. Aloha, what? There's food for you in that bowl. Hello, Shiro. Oh, good. Good time for the ads. Well, I'm getting knee-deep into fixing my fall farm. Aloha, you're such a menace. There's very little character customization. They try to keep the customer creator fairly androgynous. They do also, as a little perk, adjust your character art depending on what you set as your different hair colors and whatnot. Grows in fall. Okay. Hello, Andorina. I should have bought more fall crops. I can still go buy more. 'Cause these are cave, yeah. Okay, let me water these first.
Drink up, lovelies. Drink up, lovelies.
I don't need to water these. I don't know why I bother.
Drink up, lovelies.
Yeah, now I can actually get my farm set up so I can use sprinklers. My farm setup has been kind of dog the entire time. Now it's actually okay. Still need a little more clay for this. I also need level 2 feed makers. Where are you going, Tarataco? Desert Maker level 3. I don't even think this is enough. I need to make it so I can see the space on it. 2 blocks in all directions. Yeah, that still takes up spaces though. That might help with it a little bit just because I'm separating them. But I need a lot of them. Because like I need to like make holes in my actual design in order to fit those and have it make sense. Oh, no, that's dumb. Why would I put that there? It's going to be 2 in all directions, then. Here would be fine, because it would be 2 that way. Yeah, it still would miss a bunch, but I think it's actually better here. Need to make more of those. Need monolite for that, though. Yeah, I was going to say coconuts should still work during this time. So I can come get these every other day. I might want to keep making mayonnaise, too. Mayonnaise? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Monolite fragments. Let me check something real quick. And then the cave biome. Oh, I have nectar cane while I'm here. Says you, Squidward.
Take this. Take that. Take this.
Yeah, we give away those subs per hour. Listen, I would encourage people to use their Prime subs or any other thing if they have them. But I don't pick the winner. Nightbot does.
Take this. Hiya.
So you will get to enjoy. I need I need 2 or 3 things. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put these in here. Gotta clean all my chaos. I could definitely do with some more wheat. I might want to stop into town and grab some wheat. Oh, yes, I should grab some wheat. Yeah, I haven't upgraded weapons in a hot minute. I meant to do it before Quietus, but I forgot because I did 5 quests. 5 quests, I still need clay for one of the other upgrades. Aloha, I'm not going to bed. God, I hate daylight savings version of Aloha. I need to check the general store. Probably grab some wheat. You know, onion, royal eggplants. I'm kind of tempted to grab more of those. Oh, lantern pumpkins. 100% need these. Expensive as hell, but I need them. Hey, buddy. Is there food? Is that bowl empty? That bowl's not empty, dude. Yes, I need wheat. Oh, I'm going to buy 50 wheat and I'm going to plant it all. Hey, buddy.
How's business?
Need beat right.
Cheers.
Bam, 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 bam. Okay, it cost me an arm and a leg, but it'll be well worth it. Tactical fire. Kind of want to save point because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have enough to start saving for the final tier. So it's quite tempting. Hers too. I mean, hers I really want to save so I can get to L's Bolt. Harvestella is quite good. It's a thing I want to do with my spare time. But I don't want to not stream it. So my only recourse is to stream it. I see no other actual option. You're upgrading your own weapons. It's just letting you know which class weapon it's for. It might also improve the party member weapons. That I'm not sure of, but for sure it's doing yours. Bam. Bam. Aloha, why are you causing trouble? Or are you just chomping what's left of your food? Bam. So that's what we're dealing with here. Any thoughts? I've got a lot of wheat seeds to plant. especially before winter.
Hi-ya! Take this! Take that! Take this!
Might as well do this over here.
Hi-ya!
This entire field of wheat with these 2 trees hiding in the back. These, well, it's 2 big trees and 2 small trees, but you know.
Take this!
Just might as well plant these here real quick.
Drink up, lovelies.
It is indeed a lot of wheat.
Drink up, lovelies.
I know these don't need water, but I'm still going to do it because it bothers me that they're not watered. And where do the pumpkins go? Goes on the farm.
Bam! Bam! Hi-ya! Drink up, lovelies.
That's 9,000. I'm going to call it gil worth of fucking shit. Worth of pumpkins. Cheese, mayonnaise, and yes, that you did read correctly. That is a mayonnaise maker. Good evening, Lilithrin. I have a whole machine only for making mayonnaise. That was not a typo.
With everything.
Good old mayonnaise machine. The fucking mayonnaise machine. Listen, do you know how annoying it is to make actual mayonnaise? Essentially, you just use a food processor anyway. That's just a really big food processor.
Bye-bye.
You know what? There's something I want to try, actually. I was going to do something in particular. Hidden cave. I was going to say, this looks like a place that would have a hidden cave. What's in here? Salmon and veg hot pot recipe. Very hidden cave. I think Taratonko makes a sound whenever he stands over a hidden cave. Yeah, exactly. It is a food processor used exclusively for the purpose of making mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise that much. I wouldn't even say that much. I opt out of mayonnaise most of the time, unless I need it for something. Ooh, nice. I'm in the process of making those, and I have a bunch of golden egg salmon. Oh my god, Aloha's in his mood. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look. I want it. The tofu, the enoki mushrooms, the salmon, the flower-shaped carrots, the bread. All the leaves. No, it's mine. You can't have it. It's all mine. The Water Fairy Stone? What the fuck? That's got to be for completing... Well, I guess not all of them, because that's not all of them. Smoker level 2 and a farm level up. Nice. Eos's requests are almost done. Veol's going to be a while before I finish her objectives again. Ugh. Oh, shit. I thought I had a level 2 mayonnaise maker. I have a level 3 dessert maker. Not bad considering how much I spent. Really haven't been trying to make much money off of those either. I could be making so much money off of the sheer volume of foods I can make at the moment, but I've just been kind of skirting by. Oh, it's a little bigger than I thought it was. I should move that down a little bit.
Got some crops begging to be harvested.
Yeah, with the level 2 ones, if I want to... After I actually gather some of these things, I may want to just leave gaps so I can put level 2 sprinklers. Level 3 sprinklers are going to be really where it gets easy. Alright, this wheat will be done tomorrow. Chaos cleaner. Just clean out the inventory. Ooh, the grapes. How low poly are these grapes? I think that's the question on everyone's mind. These take 11 days, these pumpkins, and I need so many pumpkins. Oh shit, they are really low poly. Nice! These are the 14 grapes. They've been kept alive on the Nintendo Switch. There we go. Eat your heart out, Final Fantasy 14 grapes. Grape hype. They're 14 grapes. I gotta tweet that out later. Can confirm Harvestella has Final Fantasy. I'm gonna be like, this is probably my favorite Final Fantasy 14. My favorite Final Fantasy reference in Harvestella. It's my favorite Final Fantasy reference. It's like, is that actually a Final Fantasy reference? No. But it is to me. Harvestella's true ode to Final Fantasy 14. Bah, by the way. Let me get some more curry leaves. I'm not gonna lie, these grapes almost look a little too good compared to the 14 ones. Reference isn't authentic enough. Alright, the other thing shouldn't be done by now. I still need clay. Oh, let me actually sell these things. Yeah, these are real polygonal grapes. Next generation polygonal grapes. Oh, my dust. Okay, I still don't remember. I still don't remember where. Is there like a memo for it anywhere? No. What foods do I have? Maybe I'll remember. Fallen salmon, golden egg salmon, well-loved household dish that are easy to share. This might be one. I'm amazed this one wasn't one to deliver. Summer and winter spicy fish. I'll keep it with me anyway. Same with the roblini.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I gotta stop by all of the inns, because I just can't fucking remember. The inns aren't even open yet. Oh, let me look for hidden caves. There's Hermit's Root. You know what? I still need clay. Let me do that. Man, I can't believe the grapes. Freaking grapes. I hadn't even thought about it when I realized I was putting down grape plants. It never even crossed my mind until I was like, until I could see that they were done. Then it was the first thing I thought of. Because that's just what grapes are to me. Okay, I got 1 clay. How much clay do I have? 9. Okay, I need 1 more clay for now. I'll probably need more later, but I need 1 more clay right now. Clay is used in making a lot of the higher tier tools.
Shall we begin?
That's not clay. I go all the things. I'll sneak around this set. I don't want to burn stamina on it. Do I have any, like, wild leaves or anything? I don't want to use the Hermit's Root. No, I do not. Okay, I gotta be careful with stamina then. I love my sage weapons. God, I have barely defeated any types of fear. And I've, like, killed a decent number of them. But there is a lot of them. Oh, let me save. It's been a hot minute. It auto-saves every in-game day, but given how much work I've been doing on the farm, I just need to be safe. These are a lot more like Blade Master weapons, because they're like mid-ranged melee weapons. Okay, there's my 10th clay. When I first saw them, I went, oh, look, Newliths. Then I started using them like, oh, no, I'm Aurelia. Better nerf me. To be fair, this class is very good. Literally in this case, though.
We might have a chance if we go for it now.
You don't need to panic so much. I'm gonna head back after this. I just want to get to the thing. Alright, and then that's enough clay to do another upgrade. So let me head to the renovator. It never stops. I still need to do the goddamn fishing side quest. Oh, I didn't water this. I missed one. There you go. Also... Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Bye-bye.
I'm trying to think of what other crops I need to buy. The answer is a lot. You need so many things. A lot of it is just trying to finish up like a few recipes. I need some winter stuff too. Loomis, thanks for the 83 months. Chilled corn soup. Lantern pumpkin gratin's going to take me 11 days. I forgot what I still need for the special dinner. Chilled corn soup requires a winter plant. Takes at least a full year cycle to get all of this stuff done. But even then, there's some ingredients I haven't even seen. Have to assume they'll show up when winter comes around. Or just when I progress a little. Like, I haven't seen coffee beans at all.
Good afternoon. Please, come again.
Alright, that's a pretty penny, but I think it'll be good. Hello, Mayor. What'd you say to me? Unlocks new actions? 10,000! Oh my god. Oh, you know what? I also need... I should have actually grabbed something. I just thought about the seasonal fish. And I'm gonna need stamina for that. There's wheat, grass. Bring some lettuce with me. Wild leaf is a pretty reliable one. Yeah, there's still fish I don't have. Okay, I'm gonna keep the wheat on me, but I'm actually gonna see if I can find any more hidden caves. It's a lot of tomatoes. Tomatoes are one of the easier things to grow. Hidden cave. I expect one of these hidden caves will sooner or later. Renewed earth orb. I don't want that recipe. The recipe doesn't mean anything today. Alright, I gotta head back right after that. I'm actually gonna step into the town to teleport back. Just a wise man's root? No, you heard Taratanko. Which is not his name. I just keep making up new names for him. Oh, I was actually kind of dangerous for me to zone in here, since I've had some crashing issues in this town before. Now you hear a cat, because here he comes. I can hear him a room over. Charging his way in. Meow, 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 meow. Hey, buddy. Yeah, there's still food in that bowl. Why don't you eat it? Hey, buddy. I know, it's daylight saving, Aloha. I'm not going to bed yet. Stop trying to get me to go to bed early. Hi, Ivy. I think some things are ready to go today. Like I can start gathering. The wheat, for sure. I'm going to be a field of wheat here in a second. There's the pen. Yeah. I know what you want. You're just not going to get it.
Drink up, lovelies. Looks like some crops are ready for harvest. Drink up, lovelies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
It's a lot of wheat. Shouldn't have to worry about wheat for a little bit. Oh, the grapes grow back every day? Oh, and now I can start getting chestnuts, too. It's another ingredient I've been waiting for a while.
Hello, little crappies.
Yeah, my pets have been having a rough time trying to adjust to a few things because I have my CPAP and Ivy's afraid of it. So she doesn't know what to do at night sometimes.
It's the start of another day. The key is to have fun with everything.
She's getting used to it a little bit, but she still doesn't really know what to do. She's like, what is this giant tube and mask?
Drink up, lovelies.
She does not understand it.
Drink up, lovelies.
The face machine. That's what it is there. It's the face machine. Three premium feathers. Is that it? You didn't give me the other thing? Lazy. I need to get more woolums. 3 splendid horns. Nice. Mine is like a full-blown face mask, so it's very difficult to remove. It loosens a little bit in the night sometimes, just from moving around. But it's like... very much difficult to remove. Mine's got like a head strap and a side of the face strap. Like it's got 4 straps tightened. Plus it's, you know, the pressure pushes on my face. Okay, a Mont Blanc I needed. And yes, it's helping immensely. Even when I don't get that many hours of sleep, the quality of those hours is quite nice. What is the... I need the pumpkin. Okay, so the leaf... Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Why'd you do that? Why would you do this to me? Why would you scare me like that? What the... Gather in the new... How have I never gotten a queen leaf? Why would you do this to me? What do I need to process coconuts? The dessert machine? Hey, thank you. Thank you for the biddies. Hydrated. I need to process coconuts. Cocoties. Not. Oh, right. Because, okay, no, that makes sense. Well, I didn't mean to do that because now I have one extra, but there we go. Make some more curry spice. I'm trying to get exceptionally quick at doing a lot of the stuff because the farm is quite time consuming per day. Nectar cane will still be a while. Got some coconuts. You put the lime in the coconut. Alright, these are almost done. I really want to do the fishing. I'm trying to think. My autumn days are burning quick because I'm trying to finally... Well, it's because the next major story beat is going to be a very dangerous one.
I hope you bring
No,
back
I haven't
some
gotten
years.
level 2 bombs yet. I have to assume I get them from the next dungeon I'm doing. Because the next dungeon I'm doing looks like the kind of place you'd learn what repair kit level 2 and bomb level 2s are like. Because the repair kits and bombs are future tech. Arya and Dianthus teach them. So the fact that I have Dianthus back in my party, I'm assuming Dianthus will either teach me that or it's from a certain part of the story. So either I expect Arya or Dianthus to teach me the other ones. Kono. I could go look for more hidden dungeons. But man, the fishing things are just so tempting. Thinking. I got a little bit of time here to think. Well, no, it's because the rare fish. I can go a whole day without getting the rare fish, and I don't know exactly where to get them either. I can only do it based on the name, and the only one I've been successful in guessing so far is the Ice Fairy. I have a feeling there's just one in every town. It's just I haven't seen them yet. But using Todokaku, I think that's the name? Todokaku? I think I can still dig up a few holes with him. But I don't know if they're on the islands or anything. I have Istina and Emo. Emo's my panic button on a boss fight. Oh, if I crash here, I apologize. Nemea's been a little toxic in that regard. It's only done it twice, but now I think about it every time I enter Nemea. So I like to consciously save before I go to Nemea. Just to be safe. Emo and Istina. Peach. I need peaches. The cherry salmon. Okay. Istina is just really good damage, and she's very aggressive and quite quick. Emo is support, and her ultimate is a full heal. The fact that Emo's ultimate during boss fights is a full heal gives me a lot of safety. I think it's a full heal plus some buffs. Skylancer guy is very good. Almost all the party members are pretty good. The only one that's honestly not super great is probably Emo. It's just hard to tell what she's doing. She seems to be doing fine most of the time, but it's kind of hard to tell. I gotta upgrade Emo's stuff, because I don't know if upgrading it for me also upgrades it for her, but might as well. I mean, I'll upgrade everything at some point. Goldfish. Yeah, I have to imagine that the super cherry salmon is here. I just can't imagine it being anywhere else. It doesn't make sense being anywhere else. The only thing that makes sense is a seasonal change. Changing, it just potentially being seasonal. The ice fairy wasn't seasonal. I caught that in the middle of summer. But I just have to believe. Because each of these turn-ins for the rare fish are so much money. And I'm assuming he'll teach me how to catch other shit. I don't want a regular cherry salmon. I mean, a day of fishing is still decent money even at this point. It's not great compared to cooking, but you can only do so much cooking in a day unless you're willing to outright buy ingredients, processed ingredients. Oh. I eat those Reese's. Mel got me. Because I just realized that they're probably going to melt because they've been in my office the whole time. Time is it? 9:20. I'm also starting tomorrow with 14. Oh, also. If you're a non-sub, type in chat real quick. I didn't pull the winner last time. Your backpack is full. God damn it. Farm animals are free money. Their return on investment is super high. I make more money from my farm animals than anything else, only because I get free money from them every single day. Oh, I love the music in this game. Tribute, thanks for the Prime sub. Don't want ever sweet fish, please. Yeah, we checked earlier. The composer for this game is the same composer for the majority of the Demon Slayer anime. I'll learn that in another stream. I don't really watch anime, so I would have never thought of anything like that, but I know a lot of other people will find that little tidbit fascinating. Give me better fish. It's a very good soundtrack. I want to buy it. Give me the goddamn soundtrack. No. My bedtime's in like an hour. It is past my stream time, however. Significantly so. If I catch up to 9 of these fish, it's going to take another inventory spot. None of these are the right fish. I'm going to try the other fishing hole. Superstitious like that. This one's also got a cooler angle. Good evening, Ventes. It'd be content for days if only I could get the expensive fish. I'm on chapter 4. I spent 30 hours on chapter 3. Oh, that one was HQ. That's why it's taking up the extra space. Yeah, it actually does. Xenoblade 3 had the Chapter 3 curse also. To be fair, the game also sucks until Chapter 3. And then it's... Well, the story's good, but everything else sucks until Chapter 3, and then the game's definitely better. I say Hein. Please give me the rare fish. That stupid Sahagin wants it. No, I don't care for Bayonetta. I don't much like Platinum Games gameplay. Also, after watching Bayonetta 3, I'm really glad I didn't give it a shot. I don't know what Platinum Games' fascination is with interrupting their gameplay with cinematics, but they need to fucking stop. I don't know. I've only caught one of the rare fish. I'd assume that there's more fishing knowledges. I got to 20, and then I stopped because it was only 4 p.m. I probably could have done the other 5, but I wanted to fish and see if there was a rare fish from that. Yeah, I didn't care much. I've seen all the Bayo 3 story. It was okay, but... Bayo 3 feels like it was written by whoever wrote Devil May Cry 1, and that's not a compliment. I just want that to be clear. Hey, thank you for the 15 bucks, Wake. Appreciate that. Oh, no, I mean, it was on the Switch. I already knew that. There it is. The Twilight Cherry Salmon. An extremely rare subspecies of cherry. Oh, only seen at night. Look at that. That is why I couldn't catch it. That's why I hadn't caught it. I had not fished until that late. Yeah, because Bayonetta 3's base gameplay is great, but man, Platinum just throws fucking cinematics and like gimmicky shit at you non-stop in that game. It's like, bro, just let me fucking You know what? I made this comparison of Bayonetta 3 interrupting its gameplay constantly reminds me of 7 Remake. When you get really good at 7 Remake, you just like, you're in the middle of like beating the monster's ass, and then it's just like, no, stop. I kind of hope they tone that down in Rebirth, because it's obnoxious to just constantly, like, when you play really well, you just get interrupted a lot. Save the Twilight Salmon? Yeah, I was gonna say that. I remember seeing the Space Fighter sequence, and I was like, wait, did this guy just be like... Well, for me, I was thinking of like Platinum, be like, wait, does Platinum just really think that that was the best part of Nier? Was the Space Fighter? Was the Space Shooter? I was like, wait a minute. I've seen this before. Big catch tempura bowl and 5,000 Grilla. Yeah, I don't care about that. Go nuts. You do you, boo. I have feed going, right? Yes, I do. On all 3? Okay, sometimes it's hard to see. Alright, I could try... Oh, what's this? Meat with herbs and spices. It's pretty straightforward, I'd say. Meat with spicy argine sauce. Yeah, I don't... You know what? I don't want to burn any of that. What's this? Eden rice. Okay, so I'm going to blow your mind real quick. Eden rice. I haven't seen a rice plant yet. And B, Eden is a constant thing that's strewn throughout the game. That is implied to be remnants of Earth or a spaceship. One of the two. But just interesting. I didn't ask, Standard. Please, if I don't ask, I don't want you talking about shit I don't know. I need to nip that in the bud. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to know what how many chapters there were. I let you slide with that earlier. If I don't ask, do not answer. I let the earlier one slide. Holy shit. So for the farm, see the splendid horns and the premium feathers? That's just every day for me from the farm. From the livestock. I pretty much get something like that every day from the livestock. And then I'm raising more livestock now. So it's like you pay a lot up front, but they pay for themselves very quickly. Let's going on? Nath, hello. Okay. Waiting for me for Thursities. Okay.
Looks like some crops are ready for our Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
It's on Steam. Senza.
The key is to have fun with everything.
It's Crappie time. I'm Mr. Crappie. These grapes grow back so frequently. The Final Fantasy grapes. I cannot escape.
Drink up, lovelies. Drink up, lovelies.
Okay, I still need pumpkins.
Drink up, lovelies.
And don't forget, for your livestock, pet them every day. Your backpack is full. I really need the bigger backpack. It's 50,000 for it, but like, I really need it. I really just need to remember where all of the foods go, so I just don't have to carry them as frequently. That would do the trick. I prefer Cheeseburger Eddie. I think Jansen's Temptation is on the list of things in Argene, which I need to go to anyway. Yeah, I know. Oh, wait, did he just get his time? Because we already knew that he had a slot, but that's right. They don't give you the times till later. A baked dish that's popular with kids. It has become a staple dish in Argene over the years, although no one knows where it came from or who Jansen is. Who's Jansen?
Wow, you did it.
Flour mill level 3 and fermenting barrel. I need to harvest more grass. Sure does, Haku. Although I gotta wrap soon because it's already 9:30. And I got 14 stuff to do in the morrow. And there's a 3-minute ad break running. This is nectar. Oh yeah, it's not even close to ready. Yes, dope.
Hello, little crappies.
Well, damn, now it's even more confusing. Because now I'm going to have to, like, fish all day at so many different spots. I mean, that's what you got to do. That's that fishing life.
Bye-bye.
I should head to Argene first. I don't need any fish from there. So I might want to stop at Shatola on the way back. The gameplay loop is beyond addicting. I literally have not stopped doing something for the past 40 hours. I got a couple. Wait, this one was deliverable. Arched blue fence. I don't need the blue fenced. Herring in a fur coat is this one. Meat with herbs and spices is another one. And the super spicy. Okay, I can make a lot of that. In fact, you know what? I'm fucking stupid, by the way. Why have I not done this? I don't know why I haven't done that for all of the inns. I keep fucking forgetting which one I owe shit on. I don't know why I just remembered I could do that right now. Just fucking snap a screenshot of it real quick. It's dumb that it's not in any of the menus, but all the same. Intervention would imply I can't stop. I could stop whenever I wanted. Obviously. Meat with herbs and spices I can make right now. Herring in a fur coat. What does that require? Requires winter. Meat with spicy argine sauce is another one. Mappo tofu needs royal eggplant. That's growing right now, so I can make that soon. Ice cream needs chili plant. That's winter. Herring in a fur coat requires winter, and cabbage stew requires winter. Okay. Grape juice, peach juice, orange juice. You haven't even gotten to oranges yet. I haven't even seen them. Coconut milk. That I can make soon. The smoothie. Because my... I don't remember how long that takes, but it shouldn't be too long. Doc Ray, thanks for the 68 months. Yeah, who needs sleep when you have a good game? Ooh, milk toast. Also coconut milk. And, okay, I need a lot of coconut milk. I have a lot of stuff with coconut milk being made. And then tingle radishes are spring. And this is also... This is pumpkins, which is being made right now. Okay. The ground is pretty dope. Thanks for the Prime sub, Doc Ray. Alright, we can go do both of those turn-ins, and I can gift a sub real quick. Easy. Ground is even more of a time sink after its official release. They updated. They did an update not too long ago, too, didn't they? Like, maybe, like, a month ago or something? Yeah, I remember. I don't remember what it was in it. I remember seeing a few tweets about it. Oh, it was super spicy hot pot. It wasn't. Okay, never mind. Well, then I have spare food. Alright. Let me go do... Hey, no problem. That do be how the giveaways work. Alright, I think I'll do Shrika's quest, and then I think I should probably unwind for the night. It's too late. Happy, thank you for coming. I've been giving it some serious consideration about the Holy Mother's true form and about what Sidis said. But I'm doing okay. I know how I wish to answer his invitation. Don't push yourself too hard. Cides is waiting for us in the other room. Are you ready? Yes. You came. You look like you have an answer for me. I do. Cides, I cannot go with you. Why, Shrika? You know your beliefs were all based on a lie. As you said, the thing that united us as a people was merely a tool for someone else. Nonetheless, was there nothing in the teachings that spoke to you at all? Cides, I was able to take notice of so many things thanks to those principles. After such a difficult upbringing, they were able to teach me that the world wasn't as ugly as I thought. They were created by people, to teach us how to be people. I think that's what the principles mean. Do not cause harm unnecessarily. Reach out to those in need. Love your family and treat your friends well. I don't think there was any mistake in the way they taught us how to be good human beings. But what did they give you? You mentioned being a good human being. Give me a break. They'll just teach you how to throw away your humanity. Cides, I've been watching you all this time. I've watched you get swept up by the Order as its blessed seraph child. They just want to cling to the convenient idea of a tangible salvation. First the Patriarch disappeared, then the Flos Indulgentia, and now they cling to the idea of you as the Matriarch. I want to save you. Nobody else knows how the world really is. You fought so hard to get where you are. You crawled out of that rundown hut and kept pushing no matter what awful things you saw. You should be rewarded. You deserve to be rewarded. Shrika, I need you to live a quiet and peaceful life filled with joy. If you don't, then I'll never forgive myself. Cides, thank you for watching over me. But Cides, I've been able to do so many important things, and I hold my blade in order to protect them. Shrika. Fine. I see how it is. The only way to save you is to wear you down. Make a formal announcement about the fallacy of the Holy Mother, and destroy the Order. If you refuse, then you'll have to stop me from doing it myself. Cides, we have been forced to witness the hell humanity creates so many times. We humans are weak creatures. Left to our own devices, we would spur the unthinkable. That is what we are. Despite knowing how much harming others hurts the soul, we still go on to commit so much evil. We all have our weaknesses. That is why her principles are so important, to stop us from committing evil, to disciplining ourselves. And so, Thersites, as a missionary of the Seaslight Order, I will stop you. Fine. Wait. This fight is mine to have. Thank you. Come, Shrika. I will defeat you if it will save you. Yeah, you're not going to be able to beat her. Enough is enough. So it comes to this. I was the one who taught you how to fight. If I didn't have dogma, this would have ended differently. You're wrong. I didn't lose to your blade. I lost to everything you've learned. Consider me beat, Shrika. Cides. Tell me one thing. How are you still so strong, despite knowing your belief system is fiction? Whether it's fiction or not doesn't really matter, does it? Faith isn't as irresponsible as trusting your values to somebody else. My faith is. It's something nurtured inside my heart. It belongs to me. Does that answer your question? I think it does. I guess I still haven't been able to crawl out of that rundown old hut. Kill me, Shrika. You can't forsake your role as mercenary and leave a sinner like me alive. I mean it. I think I can stomach it if I die by your hand. What are you talking about? I'm not gonna kill you. What? You have definitely sinned, but we humans have it in our heart to repent for our sins and strive to be better. So be better, Thersites. Surely you have a heart, too. What about the Holy Mother? I think I know what I would like to do with the Mother. Holy Mother, may I have a moment? What can I do for you? I'd like to speak with you next time I visit. Would you wait for me? Understood, Missionary Veramand. Thank you, Holy Mother. Magic attack. Well, Holy Mother was a robot that was designed, who landed on the planet 1,000 years ago and created a false religion in order to bring people to a disciplined state, thus creating the religion that they follow today. So yeah, she's a little scary. Yeah, that's fair. That's certainly falls in line with the definition. This game's got some lore, man. Hey, Aloha. Aloha.
Take it easy.
That's every anime you know. Alright, I'm going to finish this day up, and then I'm going to wrap for the day. I just want to see if I get this fish. I wonder if I have to catch this fish really early in the morning. Which one of them has the fancy camera angle? That's the one I want to use. Nope, that's not the fancy one. I think one of these has a fancy camera angle. One of these three does. Nope, maybe that one is the fancy one. One can only hope. Okay, that's not a fancy angle, but the idea of even fishing in this spot makes me suspicious. No, it makes too much sense for that, Eve. I'd need about 16 novels and multiple re-releases of the game to get to that point. Okay, I like fancy camera angles. So we caught the rare fish in Nemea. I think that's the Great King Tuna. Was that one of the super rares? No, that's a... Oh, no, I need that. Oh, I need that for a recipe, right. I was never able to catch that before. That might be new to this season. End stage plays. There you go. I'm having a good night, yeah. Just wrapping up one more in-game day. That leads to a church, right. I remember thinking immediately it was a really elaborate mod, because I was like, if there's one thing Yoko Taro isn't, it's dishonest. If he tells you you found every secret in a game, he means you found every secret in a game. Because he wants you to... He wants the year-long search for bullshit like that. The multi-year-long search for bullshit like that. He wants to encourage it. He would never in a million years not tell people there's still a secret left. Aloha. There's still food left in this. Either eat it or it's gonna go in the trash. I'm trying to work on it. I caught the, I found that one of the fish was a nighttime fish. The perfect cherry salmon or whatever it was called was a night fish only. So there's it's very possible there's morning fish and shit like that too. And also that tuna, that was seasonal. That's almost certainly an exclusive fish to the fall. I have to fish for like fall fish and shit. Don't worry, I figured. I was like, nobody writes in my opinion and then doesn't write anything else. Brian, don't be weird. Oh, come on. That one didn't even have an H in it. Yeah, I got through my second quietus. I'm working on all my fall crops and a lot of the food deliveries. I'm on a new dungeon with chapter 4. And I'm almost done with all the currently available quests and side quests. I found a few holes, a few hidden caves. There's probably one more out there before I finish the next dungeon, which is probably going to break shit wide open. Yeah, there's got to be morning fish and shit, too. That's going to be frustrating for some of them, because you essentially have to immediately ditch your home in order to get to those spots. It's about figuring out where they are, too. There might be a rhyme or a reason to it in the encyclopedia. Like, maybe they've secretly got it sorted in such a way that makes it more easily discernible, the times of day and shit. Just take a look. You can do it while you're fishing, too. So it counts the NQ and HQ versions of most of the fish. Like, I've never gotten an HQ Azure Sprat. Oh, man, there's an HQ Twilight Cherry Salmon. Fuck. Yeah, look at that. There's a spot. Unless that's another rare fish, but that's almost certainly an HQ version. Same with the Ice Fairy here, because it looks like it's all NQs on these lines. Yeah, it looks like it's just done by region, like average region. It's like these are the really common ones. You can catch these all at the starting base. This is Leith. Golden egg salmon you can find in one of the dungeons. Cherry salmon and marigold fish are that. Yeah, it doesn't really help you indicate. Anything. No, they're just worth more money, or they can be used to make higher quality foods. Come on, if there's any nighttime fish. What's going on, Max? Come on. Give me something fancy. Give me another tuna at least. Although I don't think tuna come out at night. I'd be shocked. Oh, if I don't eat something, I'm not even going to be able to keep fishing. I guess that's fine. I could eat the wild leaf, but I don't really need to. I think I got one more line cast. I'm burning through Autumn much faster because I'm through almost all the side quests. I think I just have 2 more for Shrika. And Braca, I think, has 4 more? He's got 3 or 4 more. I think he's got 4. And that's it. Can't cast the line again. Let's head back. Let me check. No, Braca's 5 more. Jesus, why do I think he was only 4? It's taking forever to give me his new shit. But most of my current character quests, although I'm sure Dianthus will open up. Okay, I think instead of finishing up the day... I need the tuna. The tuna's got to stay. All right. Talk about a success. Okay, I streamed much later than I anticipated, but it was well indeed worth it. But I'm going to wrap things up for the night. I will be back at 7 a.m. for Final Fantasy XIV. And as soon as I finish Unreal for the week, I will probably swap over and do Harvestella immediately, because as you can see, we still have a lot of ground to cover if we actually want to finish it in a timely fashion. So, be sure to hang out tomorrow. If I'm feeling tomorrow night, it might be a night stream as well. We'll see about that. But with that, I will see all of you in the AM. So until then, enjoy the rest of your evenings, or if you're already on tomorrow, enjoy your day. Until then, y'all have a good one. Take care.